Hi guys, my name is Carl Rutledge, and for my WeThinkCode internship I went to OpenServe Research and Development Laboratories. So OpenServe as a company falls under the Telkom group, um, and basically where I was working at the Research and Development Laboratories, they're responsible for researching and developing innovative ideas that overcome a lot of problems throughout South Africa. And at the labs they've got a lot of equipment that needs to be calibrated on a regular basis. So the system that we had to build was a reminder system as well as a record keeping system for those calibrations basically. So the tech stack that we used to develop our application was ASP.NET's MVC framework, which we used to create a structure for our application. Um, we use C# to handle the back end and the logic of the application. For front end, we used CSS and Bootstrap for styling, as well as JavaScript to add interactivity to the website. In terms of deployment, we used Microsoft's IIS, and we also used the MS Server 2014 to handle our databases. So another thing that we learned at the research labs or during the internship is the use of the agile methodology. We had daily scrum meetings every day with the scrum master, and we also had a Kanban board which we used to track progress and to make sure that we were on the right track with our project. WeThinkCode prepared us well for this internship by allowing us to respond well under pressure. I'd say that's the biggest thing, to learn quickly and respond under pressure. To act quickly and not be afraid of collaborating with others when we need help and when we need to learn from others. So I had a very positive experience at OpenServe, especially around learning more about the business process of how a project goes from concept to deployment. We had a lot of really good project managers there that were very helpful and also pushed us to learn as much as possible and gave us the space to learn as much as possible. We were also in a situation where we were surrounded by a lot of other developers and senior developers, so that was awesome because it allowed us to ask for help whenever we needed help. Okay, so starting here we just have like a normal login screen. As we go into the home page, you can see we have a reminder block with all the equipment that needs to be calibrated within the next 30 days. If you click on that piece of equipment, you can just see a list of details. You can edit the piece of equipment. If we go back here, we can delete the piece of equipment, checks if we're sure about that, yes or no. You can view the history, so these are all past calibrations that that equipment has had. And then we have the option to check in that piece of equipment, which then takes you to a list of equipment that's been checked in for calibration. You can go view the details of these equipment again, and now it's changed so that you can receive that piece of equipment back. You'll have to fill in a form, and then this form will be used to add more records of history. So every time you receive a piece of equipment back, you'll fill in this form, and then you'll have a record of every single time that piece of equipment has been calibrated. Come back to the home page here. We have a list of all equipment in the database, and we have the option to search via category, make, and then we can type in the name, for instance, of the piece of equipment we're looking for. And then there's our piece that we've just created and checked in and received back. So we can create a new piece of equipment here. We can also export a list of all pieces of equipment into Excel so that we can manipulate that information further and have the option to print it out if we need to. We can go back to the list. Back here on the home page, we have the second list of just all the equipment that's been checked in, and then we also have all the user accounts of the system. So users have to be an administrator to add more users. Here we also have an about page and a contact page and then a log out button.